praise your holy name, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Kukrakadash. Yes, 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 another lesson, brothers. And we coming in the name of Barakatha Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. And I'd like to give double honors to them elders in GMS, Great Millstone, for teaching us through the Spirit this good word that's going to save us, that's going to help us. And all to the other brothers, on down to the youngins that's preaching this word sincerely with no gimmicks. Yes, and we talking about purging. You know, the Most High got to purge that bullshit up out you. You know, yes, 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 yes. From 16 to 42. You know, I stopped around 42 years old. I'm 49. I'm going on 50. In July the 20th, I turned 50 years old. But right now, you know, the Most High had to purge me. You know, he had to get that bullshit up out me. Because from 16 to 42, I was selling drugs, you know. And I was smoking weed, drinking, into all type of bullshit. So it's hard. It was hard to purge that bullshit up out me, you know. Sometimes it becomes a habit to us, you know, doing stuff that long. That's why the Most High get brothers while they young, because it's easy to get that bullshit up out of them. But when you doing it for such a long time, you're rooted in it. It's hard to get that bullshit up out you, get them weaves and all type of shit that grew in you, you know. So the Most High gotta purge you. That's why he gotta purge the daughters of Zion. You know, he gotta purge them with the spirit of fire. Yes, yes, yes. He gotta burn them with them nukes, because they so involved with that bullshit that only fire gonna purge them. Stiff-necked Israel, you know. So now, you know, I'm just now understanding why the Most High put me on Skid Row, because he had to purge me. He had to purge that bullshit about me, you know, because it was rooted in me, you know, from 16 to 42, doing nothing but manipulating, selling drugs, getting women, you know, trading sex for drugs. You know, it's easy for me to have a few rocks of cocaine and to a halfway decent, you know, fiend, give her a few of them rocks and she'll give me some head. That was easy for me. So it was hard to purge that about me, you know. You know, that's why, you know, the Most High had to put me on Skid Row to purge that bullshit about me, you know. That easy life, you know. He want me with a godly woman, you know, and he had to put patience in me, you know, because I was used to that quick and fast money, you know. Fast, I get it fast. Quicker than lightning, you know. When you got them drugs, you're going to always find a dope fiend. And since 16, I know how to find dope fiends. Yes, I do. You know, I can bait them. I bait their ass. I cut them rocks up and pack it up and give somebody a sample. Here, take this. Bring me some customers. You know, I know how to do that. So the Most High had to purge me from that bullshit, you know, to make me a worthy vessel to serve him. I can't be a worthy vessel with that bullshit inside me. You know, and just like for me to get that wife, you know, I had to have patience when you used to, you know, giving not only dope fiends, you can give prostitutes some money, you know, run up in her for $60 to $100, you know, and be gone with her, you know. But if he want me to have a godly wife, so it take patience to get her. You know, she ain't like no prostitute. You know, she's up righteousness, you know. And, you know, I'm going to get her, you know, the Most High, he promised me to her. And I'm going to get you T, young Tiff. Yes, yes, yes. So he had to purge. He got to purge you niggas, and he gonna purge the 2/3 of Israel. He got to purge you with fire to get that bullshit up out you. And I'm glad that he found me a worthy vessel, to purge me. I can, give thanks unto the Most High. If I can preach this word that I was put on this earth to do, not to bullshit around. Romans 7:15-20. For what which I do allow not, for what I would do, that do I not, but what I hate that I do I. Let me read that one more. For what which I do I allow not, for what I would that do I not, but what I hate that do I. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. But then it is no more that do it, but sin that dwells in me. For I do that in me that is in my flesh, dwelling no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. For the good that I would I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. Now if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwells in me. So it's the sin that dwells in me, in this flesh. Habit form, I'm used to doing this. I'm used to doing that, So, it's nothing for the flesh to do it. But when you in the spirit, you have to kill that old man. You have to kill it. I know y'all saw the movie Purge, they as they purge, they kill people. So we gotta kill that old man that's within us, that man, that old leaven, we gotta kill it inside of us. So the Purge movie, for them to purge, they was killing people. They purged through the city killing people. So we gotta kill that sin and that through the flesh, kill it, and let the spirit win. Cause the spirit suffer when the flesh win. And the flesh suffer when the spirit win. So let that spirit win inside you, brothers. Sometimes it's habit form. Have you ever saw an old homosexual? He's stuck in his ways. He with that tender Linda Sugar Shack sweet shit. You can tell it in him. It's rooted and grounded in him. Just like we gotta have this word rooted and grounded in us. So we have to be purged. Purged. Clear of a charge or suspicion. Cleanse, clear, purify, wash, clean, refine, purify, mortally or physically, make clean, especially of the body, free from what is superficial. Remove, clear away, draw out, or forth move, pure, to set in motion, dry, to do, perform. The spiritual awaken, purge, or dark night of the soul, as it is often called, is one of the most challenging aspects of awakening into the eternity. It will clear so And so will your energy, so that your soul becomes purer and more in touch with the truth of who you really are, very clear in nature. So when you purge and cleanse yourself, you become who you really are, the spiritual you. But this flesh is a motherfucker. More precepts. Proverbs 16:6. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord of Yahweh, men depart from evil. So the Lord purge away our iniquities, and the fear of Yahweh, men depart from evil. So if you got fear for the Most High, you're going to depart from that shit. Because he the king of terror. You don't want the king of terror to get on your ass. He'll terrify your ass. Yes. He was terrifying me. At one time, I was doing some strange shit. Till he got me in this word, back in this word. You better get it. You better get in that word, boy. He'll terrify your ass. So the fear of the Lord, that you'll depart from that bullshit. Isaiah 4:4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst. Therefore, by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. So the Most High, all women has become filthy. You see them, they got loud mouths, they talking and being like men. They wearing men clothing, They tougher than a motherfucker. So the Most High gotta purge them with fire, to make them that beautiful woman that we gonna have in the kingdom again. But they have to be purged of their filth, and the blood of Jerusalem from the midst of them. So Jacob's trouble, the blood, when they get killed off, gotta purge them, with the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. So when them nukes come and hit your ass, it's gonna purge you 2/3. Hopefully we one of the elect that I don't have to go through that. Because, some of us gonna be beheaded. Some of us is not going to see death. I hope I'm one of the ones that ain't going to see death. But if I had to be beheaded and die for this truth, so be it. Purge away. He going to wash the filth away with the spirit of judgment by the spirit of burning of fire with them nukes. When the nukes hit America, when all them bombs come, he going to purge your motherfucking ass. Isaiah 53:7. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before the shearers is dumb. So he opened not his mouth. So Yahweh Shah went through hell and opened his mouth not. And for us to purge away that bullshit, the sins in us, the Most High went through that. He purged himself. He was purged on the cross for us. Malachi 3:3. And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. Excuse me. So he gonna cleanse us. We gotta go through hell to be made purified, washed clean. But it's for the good reason, for the kingdom. So So the Most High, he gonna purge us, you know. You know, he gonna make sure, you know, through Jacob's trouble and through all that, you know, that shit we gotta go through, you know, we gonna be purged, you know. He gonna make us patient, you know. He gonna work a wonderful work through us so we can be a clean vessel. Matthew 3:12. Whose veins is in his hand, and he would thoroughly purge his floor and gather his wheat into the gardener, but he will burn up the shift with unquenchable fire. You know, so, you know, the barn is his safe place, you know. Chariots, you know, gather us up in the barns, you know. He gave to purge his floor and gather his wheat. We the wheat, they the tares. You know, so we the wheat. His wheat is the elect. He gonna purge them and bring them into the gardener. You know, who the gardener? Yahweh Shai, the true vine. Burn the tares with unquenchable fire. Unquenchable. Ooh, boy, if I had a chance, I'd look up that unquenchable. Y'all brothers, y'all get time and look up unquenchable. John 15:2. Every branch in me that bear not fruit, he take away. Oh, let me go 15:1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husband. You know, so the Most High is the gardener. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he take it away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purged it, that it may bring forth more fruit. You know, so, you know, he can purge us so we can bring this good fruit, you know, bring forth good fruit. And every branch that ain't, you know, he gonna purge you in a different way. He gonna purge you with that fire. You know, so he gonna purge us, the elect, cleanse from sins, draw out that bullshit in them that they hold on to it. You know, because some of us, we hold on to that shit. You know, like I said, the Most High, you know, he get you while he get most men while they young, so they ain't got all them branches and vines and all that bullshit that grow up in them, you know. But so, you know, some cases he get a few, you know, brothers of age and, you know, and purge them and they can still be a vessel, because he wakes the elect up at different times. He wake this brother up at this time, brother at this time. So he happened to wake me up, you know, at around 40 something. 1 Corinthians 5:7. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even anointed our Passover is sanctified for us. So put to death the old you, cleanse yourself, purge out that old leaven. You know, that chasing them hoes, smoking that weed, talking that bullshit, using them drugs, smoking them cigarettes. 2 Corinthians 2:21. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and met for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. Yeah, you heard that, brothers? If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor. You know, so don't you want to be that vessel unto honor? So purge that bullshit about you. Sanctified, met for the master's use. You know, for the Most High can use you now. Because you don't got that bullshit in you. And prepared unto every good work. So now you useful. Don't you want to be useful for the Most High can use you, when the Most High use you, ain't nothing but beauty and goodness gonna be inside you. Useful to the Most High. Act or fact of being made holy, to render worthy of respect. Purge thyself, cleanse, purify, wash clean, free from what is superficial. The Most High can use you. Hebrews 7:27. Who need not daily, as those high priestesses, to offer up sacrifice, first for his own sins and then for the people. For this he did once when he offered up himself. You know, so Yahweh Shai offered up himself. An unselfish act, I must say myself. Who you know that would do that? That would sacrifice himself for his city. You know, most people say, I put on for my city, I put, you know, that Young Jesus song, but they really ain't putting on for nobody. They putting on for their goddamn self. But the Most High, he put on for us. Hebrews 1:3. Who being the brightness of his glory and the expression image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins, sat down on the right hand of the majesty of high. So even Yahweh Shai purged our sins by dying on the cross. So more better for you to do the same and cease from sins. Cease from that bullshit. Hebrews 9:12. Neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his blood he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us. You know, so he delivered us from sins to redeem, buy back, eternal, permanent, everlasting, endless, a beginning only, but no end. He did that for us by pouring away our sins. Man, ain't the Most High beautiful? Let's give thanks to Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So be purged, you know. Purge that bullshit about you. Shalom.